you will click like and subscribe below. You will click like and subscribe below. Good evening, everybody. Once again, the Reverend here with
the theme here. Oh,
and Theory. All right. This is off the tail of our review of The Force Awakens. We've already covered that for this week. It's the new year and everything else. Just like it is usually, lots of things happen in the world of pop culture, video games, and other sundry items that keep us entertained.
Yes.
So what we're going to do, I guess, is Geek Week in Review. Just really quick, a few subjects that came to mind that I know Theme has touched on a little bit on this channel here, which, by the way, you will click like and subscribe. Think it's working?
I don't know.
We'll find out in a little bit. Okay. All right.
Check out my other videos. Click like and subscribe.
Yeah. So basically, to recap things, a lot of things happened this week. Actually, a lot of things happened over the last few weeks, especially over the New Year's holiday. Happy 2016, everybody out there. First thing that stands out to me right now that a lot of people touched on is the price of Oculus Rift. Has been announced. Pre-orders have been opened up.
I already did a rant on my channel about it, but I want your guys' opinions about that.
Well, let's lay out the facts about this. Okay, the Oculus Rift has been touted as basically when it started on Kickstarter as the affordable breakthrough virtual reality display headset. Yes. That was going to be made available to the masses. Mm-hmm. If anything was going to bring the state of VR to us playing games at an affordable price, it was going to be the Oculus Rift. All right. Fast forward a little bit, after a successful Kickstarter campaign, they got bought out by, first they went ahead, they got major developers like, what's his name, the founder of id, to go ahead and act as one of the creative engineers. Mark Zuckerberg decided to go ahead and have Facebook buy Oculus Rift. So all of a sudden, this wasn't a garage door, engineering project. This became really big,
right?
Cutting edge technology and everything else. Fast forward 2 years later. It's been announced as the manufacturer's suggested retail price of $699.
$699 or $599?
$699. What? No, $599. Sorry, $599. I'm sorry. Okay, I know you guys are gonna leave the comments below. Reverend doesn't know shit. Fuck him. All right.
Keep watching the damn video before you leave a comment. Damn it.
Click like and subscribe.
Yo, $599. Basically $600. $599 plus tax.
Yeah, $600.
Which will probably be $50.
Yeah, without the tax, actually, that's $9 per 100.
Is this the first time in gaming history that a peripheral has been cost more than the actual
console?
Yeah, quite possibly. But here's the thing that got me about it. Okay, now I've got my thoughts on the $599.
Okay.
But the whole thing about the Oculus Rift is that it was supposed to be open source, compatible with PS4, Xbox One, PC. All right.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Okay. And also, if people remember back to the Facebook campaign that they put together, the Oculus Rift was supposed to be available to those who pledged $400 or more.
Right.
So the manufacturer's suggested retail price on the Oculus Rift initially was $399. All right. Now, generally speaking, as far as technology goes, at $400 for something that is supposed to be compatible across multiple platforms, I think that's actually pretty reasonable.
If it was
compatible
across the board, yes.
Yeah, but that's no longer going to be the case jumping out of the gate. Okay, it's PC only at this moment in time.
Okay. And raise $200.
Yeah, and raise $200. Not only that, another part of the things that people have to go ahead and keep in mind is that they went ahead and they released the minimum specs for the Oculus Rift, and people went ahead and they priced out how to build a PC to meet those recommended specifications.
Yeah, exactly.
You need a beast, don't you?
A $1,500 machine, if you're putting it together yourself, because the thing is that
Minimum.
you have to be able to display in basically 2000p, 2000 pixels,
Yeah.
twin 1080p screens. All right, and not at 60 frames. It has to have 120 hertz. Okay, so you have to have a beast of a fucking machine.
So
You
basically,
probably have the crossfire, wouldn't you? Or slide?
Well, here's the thing about that is that depending on the game, it might not have support. For
Yeah,
crossfire
exactly.
a lot. Yeah, that's
one of the funniest thing about that is, with that point being made, you're gonna have the latest and greatest.
yeah, $1,500.
Yeah.
Majority of the folks that are out there who are looking to put together their own PC will probably think that a reasonable PC would cost them $600, and then they'll have a standard workstation. Maybe you can go ahead and play like games that are like 2 or 3 years back, or you might be able to play brand new games, but don't expect it to look very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
All right, maybe you're going to be capping out at 30 frames. All right, but you can't do VR at a 30 hertz refresh rate.
No.
Yeah, because it's oscillating back and forth. You have to have, well, if you're going to do 30 frames, you have to have a 60 hertz refresh rate.
Yeah.
And then if you're going to do full speed at 60 frames, you have to have 120 hertz refresh rate. Yeah, it's I'm all for brand new technology. My whole thing with the Oculus Rift that kind of made me look forward to it on one thing was the way that they had the campaign initially started was that they were saying that this is going to be affordable VR for the masses.
Affordable.
And guess what? You didn't have to worry about shelling out $400 to play one on the Xbox One or the PS4. It was going to be
compatible for everything.
Yeah, it was going to be open enough so that it'd be multi-platform.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. With that, the way it is right now, I know a lot of people say, "Well, you just sound poor." Oh, I'm sorry, I have bills. I have shit to pay.
Mortgage.
I have a mortgage to pay.
Come on, people.
Even if it wasn't just a mortgage payment, the thing about it is that 600 bones, and then on top of
games.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. At 600 bones, the average gamer is not picking this up.
No,
it is not going to happen. Like I've been saying, for one, VR is a novelty thing in the first place. I don't think it was going to last that long to begin with. This price is not going to help that at all. But for the most part, it'll be people who can afford that high end.
Yeah.
And YouTubers.
See, I don't think so much that it's a novelty thing. I think that it's part of the natural progression. But just like with a lot of things that happen to be along that chain, if you're going to go ahead and get that premium technology, you're going to be paying out the nose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right? Unfortunately, right now, the people that I think that are really going to be poised to make money off of Oculus, all right, because you're going to have dedicated developers who build games from the ground up with the Oculus in mind, yes, in order to go ahead and make it a title mover,
right?
All right. The folks who are poised to make the most money the quickest with the Oculus Rift are the guys who produce porn.
Yeah.
I'm not watching porn in VR. Sorry, can't do it.
No POVs?
No!
Shaky cam POV. What do I do with my hands?
Wait a minute. If it's a what, a game? Or just watching? Is it going to be compatible with Blu-rays, DVDs, whatever?
You need dildos to play.
What kind of controller do you need if you're going to play porn on VR?
The joystick.
No. The Oculus Onani.
The Oculus dick? The Cocculus dick? What the fuck are you going to call that?
Oh, man.
No, that's
seriously.
I mean, seriously. The funny thing about it is that, as depressing as it sounds, okay, is that look, I'll say it openly. if it was something a little bit more affordable that was actually cross-platform.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, I think I'd be a little bit more inclined to jump into it. All
Or
right.
at least try it out.
Or
But
yeah.
wait a minute. To have that type of price, and what games are going to be on it, and are we going to be wearing this thing for a long period of time, and what type of headaches is it going to give?
Yeah.
If you're going to be wearing this thing to actual do hardcore type of gaming, to have this thing on for a long fucking time, imagine playing an RPG on this, guys.
Yeah.
If you're going to be playing something like that, and something that absolutely zaps your time, how long is it going to be on your head? You be virtually playing something.
We're talking 6 to 8 hours, maybe.
Well, wait, a day? Fuck you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that I'm everybody here is old enough to remember the Virtual Boy. All right.
Why do we have to remember the Virtual Boy?
The
remember the Virtual Boy.
yeah
I choose to forget it.
the non-portable migraine machine.
Uh-huh.
All right. Not only do I remember using that thing, but remember I worked at the call center at Nintendo. I actually had to take calls about that thing and how to tune that fucking thing. You know that it was a bold step forward. All right, but the problem, like I said, it's bold, not wise. Bold. All right.
It was bold and red.
Yes. Okay. And it gave you headaches because of it.
Yeah,
all
it was
right.
a bold step forward.
It was a bold step forward. All right. Yeah, and it also cost more than Super Nintendo. All right. The problem,
That's true.
the problem with VR as it is, especially with the price tag of like $600, is that they're like, well, peripherals so well. Look at the rock band, Guitar Hero, dude. The plastic guitars cost me $30 fucking.
Mhm.
All right, you're comparing that to a $600 VR headset. That's like a 5,000% markup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even think, what was it? Steel Battalion didn't even get marked up that much.
That was
Wasn't that $150?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
And that came with the game.
a big ass fucking controller. I
Is
still have it.
Oculus coming with a game?
Yes, you do still have that.
No,
No, I don't think Oculus is coming
no.
with anything.
Oculus is coming with an Xbox One controller.
I know it's coming with an Xbox One controller, but it's not coming with any games.
Nope. And that's my big problem is right now, aside from the price, is the fact that there isn't any title that is dedicated.
No. The PlayStation
supporting
VR
Yeah.
has a bigger lineup. At least it has a fucking lineup.
Mm-hmm.
At least it has games in development and or scheduled for it.
Yeah, but
You
do
know-
we have a price point for VR yet?
They're gonna come out. Well,
I think it's going to be at least $400.
Yeah, I'll bet you dollars to donuts that it's gonna be $100 less.
At least. Well, okay,
Mm.
it's going to be less, but it's not going to be so less. I think it's going to be like $400.
Yes, like $400, $405.
More price
so
than the fucking
basically,
PS4.
I gotta buy another PS4.
Yeah, exactly. Well, at least they have. At least there's a current report saying
Yeah.
that they're going to have like 100 games for it at least,
Mhm. Yeah.
or at least
And-
compatible
and
to it.
given there will be stuff out for it.
Right.
Okay?
But
Yeah.
for the Oculus Rift, it's just fucking Riddler green question marks at this point. We don't even know.
Yeah, that's the hard part about it is that we don't have dedicated
No.
dedicated
Well, here's the thing.
development
For
support
PC, you have to think about what's being put out on the PC in general.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're going to get a lot of the indie companies that's going to jump onto the Oculus Rift.
First-person
Specifically
shooters
because
are
that's what
always
it's going to be. First-person shooters are going to be immediately pushed into the Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
True.
You know what I mean? You're going to see the next two Call of Duties after that being put on Oculus Rift.
Well, they're going to be put on most likely the HoloLens and for PlayStation
Mhm.
VR as well.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
not that's basically a given at this point.
Titanfall 2 is a given.
Okay.
If
Is Titanfall going PC?
it'll probably be on
Windows
Windows 10.
Remember, this is Oculus Rift.
It'll
Here.
probably be on Windows 10.
Yeah, probably.
That's a good point.
Let's see what else is there.
But see,
Mirror's Edge.
but
will
wait.
probably have
But
that
you see,
capability
you're
after
doing
a while.
the That means that there's not enough.
And you're right. There's not. I mean, the fact that I can't come off the top of the head with a whole bunch of titles is a problem in itself.
So is it worth 600 bones to you guys? $600.
Right now, no.
Right now,
I-
ever will it
honestly-
ever be worth 600?
Honestly, no.
Will it have 600
See,
games?
here's the thing. For me, VR has never been a big thing as far as gaming goes for me. You know what I mean?
You know, when
Like I've said before, I don't think it'll be around that long anyway. This price point's not gonna help.
Yeah.
And then the fact that people are gonna have to sit back and actually develop games specifically for it, which means it's gonna be that much of a closed market. I don't see it doing that well.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, you got to think that in comparison to having the option to hook it up to your TV and play things in 4K at a much less demanding hardware standpoint and at a much lower price point. Because the thing is that you can go out of your way, you can buy a 40-inch 4K TV for $400.
True.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
you could buy yourself like maybe a better one at $600, but you know you could find one at $400.
Exactly.
That's going to be less the price,
Mm-hmm.
and you're probably going to get more mileage out of the TV.
True.
to tell you
Well,
the
you
truth.
probably get more work out of the TV as
Yeah,
well.
you're going
because-
to get more mileage out of it. So I mean, the Oculus Rift, part of the niche. I mean, like I said, it's part of the evolutionary step. Maybe not. You know, the problem is that first through the door. You know, when you're first through the door, you're also the first person to get shot. That's
Yeah.
how it is.
Mhm.
You're,
Internet fatal funnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're the first guinea pig too.
Mhm.
So, I mean, otherwise, you know, just hand me my plastic guitar.
What is the Power Glove going to be better than this?
No, I don't think you play. You know,
Not by much.
They were giving away Power Gloves on King Koopa's Cool Cartoons back in the day, but I'm not sure if this is ever going to be, because like I said, it's going to come out to the games mostly.
Mhm.
Price tag will lower. Price tag will be settled, but games, that has to be the focal point as far as this product,
Yeah.
and I don't see any as of right now.
Yeah. Speaking of games, all right. Interesting story, and we've all heard this before. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw out something that's a little bit easy to digest, with something that's a little less easy to digest.
Okay.
Final Fantasy IX
Mhm.
is finally getting an HD remake and being ported over to PC.
Okay.
Okay. Which I think is great.
It is.
Yes. All right. Granted, there are some technical things that are a little disappointing, considering how the games were put together and everything else. But you know, it's never been on the PC before. I'd like it to be there. All right. With that being said, I'm just glad I can go ahead and I can get the whole game instead of Final Fantasy VII, which is going to be released out in episodes.
Okay. Here's the thing. Am I happy about Final Fantasy IX being ported over to PC? Absolutely.
Yes.
As far as I'm concerned, it should have been there a long time ago.
Yeah, and it's only going to cost me $15.
When they were talking about sticking 7 on PC,
Yeah.
8 and 9 should have gone with it.
It's only going to be $15 too. So I mean, that's
very good actually.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Nine's not my favorite Final Fantasy. Mine is 8 personally. Everyone's gonna disagree with me, but 8's my personal favorite. Yeah, I see that look, and I know I'm getting a lot of looks from people on my screen too. But it's the truth. It's the truth. For me, I enjoyed 8. All right. Most people didn't.
I love 3 personally.
You
A
mean 6?
whole lot of people didn't.
6. Yeah, 6. I love 6 personally.
9 was probably my least favorite of those 3. Between 7, 8, and 9. But nonetheless, still happy as hell to see it going to PC.
Yeah.
As far as Final Fantasy VII Remake, I've officially jumped off the boat. I am now in my dinghy and rowing back to shore.
Because of the episodic.
Yes. Yes.
Don't blame you.
I am right now singing "Row, Row, Row Your Boat," and I'm going back home because I feel not betrayed in a way because we kind of knew this was going to happen.
Yeah. But
But at the same time, I'm not paying full price for pieces of the game.
Personally, I don't think I'm gonna.
$60 each. You
No.
think they'll actually do that?
I don't think they're gonna do that. But what I am willing to bet is that they are going to be willing to charge anywhere from $20 to $30 a piece for each episode, and there's going to be at least 5 fucking episodes.
There'll be
All right.
7 of them to match Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah,
The number
like I said,
7.
at least
See,
5.
And
all
here's
right.
the thing. Here's the thing. If those 7 don't equal up to $60, I don't want any part of it.
Because when
I don't see that happening.
No,
Yeah.
see
I
the
don't
thing
see
is,
that
the
in
thing
all
is, from
all
what I
those
understand,
episodes.
they've been saying that each episode is going to be pretty much the price of is going to be pretty much a full game in itself. All right,
I don't
and when
that's
I think
danger.
full game, I'm thinking somewhere between $45 and $65.
Yeah.
All right.
That's dangerous. And what's it going to do
Somewhere
for hard?
between those
What's
two.
it going to do for hard drive space?
Oh, it's gonna kill hard drive
Yeah.
space.
Oh.
For everybody who's trying to play this thing on the PS4, they're gonna need new hard drives. Period. Not 1 gig, not 1 terabyte hard drives, but 2, maybe 3 terabyte
Yeah.
hard
But
drives.
let's do okay. This is going first to the PlayStation 4.
Mhm.
What if it comes out for the Xbox One or the PC, full game?
I will wait for that. Because the thing
What,
is,
what about comparison? What if the full game is $80 for those two, but in episode it equals up to at least $130 for the
No.
PS4?
what they will do, all right, is that they'll give you the choice. A lot of times, let's go on a really conservative side. 5
Mhm.
episodes of $20 a piece. All right, they'll go ahead and they'll say, hey, look, we'll give you 5 episodes of $20 a piece, and you pay $30 for the season pass for the rest of the motherfucking things. So go ahead
Right.
and get
Yeah.
released out. All right?
Mhm.
So it's $50 straight up, and you're not going to be able to play the full game all the way through right then and there.
Yeah.
All right, which doesn't sit well for me for many reasons. All right?
Mhm.
Or you can sit there and you pay $20 a piece, where it's like, well, heck, if you've even kept up that long, you've already shelled out $100.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, and that doesn't disqualify having further DLC, because they probably will.
Mhm.
All right, or you can sit there and wait like a year, and you can get it all in one package for like $30.
Mhm.
I don't see.
See, now here's the thing. As of right now, all right, the way it's being presented in itself, I'm completely disinterested again.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, later on during the future, they're like, okay, look, we have everything out. Everything's done.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna put it all in a nice bundle, and we'll be able to sell it to you for $65.
Yeah.
For $70 tops. Tops $70.
I'd be fine with that.
Okay, fine.
If they sit there, they're willing to go ahead and say, oh yeah, by the way, XYZ extra DLC that's come out within the last 6 months, you will go ahead and we'll bundle that in
Mm-hmm.
even more. Well, even fine. All right. Granted, I'm not going to be very enthusiastic about the idea of a 200 gigabyte download.
Mm-hmm. Because here's the thing.
Yeah.
This is an RPG we're talking about. Okay.
And it's Final Fantasy.
Well, no, wait a minute. Are they going to have physical or just only digital? That's another question.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. If it's physical, then we're talking about 5 and 6 different discs.
Right.
All right.
So,
Now, here's the thing. Install or digital aside, it's still going to take the same amount of space.
do you actually have to install it again in order to play it?
Yes. Yes, you do. And this applies to both consoles, as far as I know. All right.
Well, and it will apply to the
All right.
PC.
And so here's the thing. Now, we're gonna take this on sheer scope. All right.
Yeah.
Call of Duty, Advanced Warfare. All right.
Yeah.
Was roughly 40-something games.
Okay.
All right. For PS4. All right. Now this is a shooter.
Mhm.
All right. No DLC.
What you're saying
Just
is,
a straight game.
what is an RPG?
All right.
What type
Now
of
this
damage?
is an RPG.
Yeah,
we're
what
talking
type of
about.
damage
This
that's
is
gonna
Final Fantasy. This is
Mhm.
gonna probably run anywhere between 60 to 80 gigs. A game.
Yeah.
An
episode. Yeah.
All right. And now here's the thing. Once you get into 4-5 episodes, your hard drive's full.
Yeah.
We're not even counting the games you
Already have, right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's gonna.
Sony
It's-
better turn on the option to use externals very quick.
Yeah, or something comparable.
Here's the thing. We could always swap out for bigger hard drives.
Yeah,
You know what
but
I mean?
still.
Like you can go pick up a decent
That's
size
less of a
hybrid
convenience for a
and
lot of
be
people.
done with it. Yeah. Well, price wise, I can kind of see that happening, but as long as you're not buying solid states, I don't see you going broke.
Yeah. So then you're not gonna have to worry about spending $200 for 1 terabyte,
Yeah.
Right.
$300 for 1 terabyte.
Yeah. You can go pick up a hybrid drive for $100 for a terabyte, but you can go. But if you're picking up Final Fantasy and you still want the rest of your games on your hard drive, we're talking 3, 4, 5 gigs tops.
Wow.
3,
Yeah.
4, 5 terabytes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the problem with the brand new format and everything, especially if they're actually going to push it where it's like, oh yeah, hey look, Ultra HD fucking cutscenes and on all of that. That's gonna eat up
be
hard
that
drive
much worse.
space.
Yes, it will.
Really
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's. I mean, I understand. I understand where it makes sense from a business standpoint, and I know what
This is just a greedy standpoint.
I know what prompted them to do that because. What is it? Life is Strange, which was put out by IDOS,
and that worked
Square Enix.
really well.
Yeah, that one worked really well.
But at the same time, Life is Strange and the Telltale games, even though they work like that,
They're completely different games.
these games are what, $5 a piece?
10.
If you buy them
Most, yeah.
separately.
Yeah.
If you
So-
buy each episode separately, it's like what, $5-10?
Yeah, $5-10.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's really different. I just, the whole thing about a lot of Final Fantasies, especially for the folks who grown up from, let's say, the ones before they hit double digits.
Mhm.
All right, was that you were always able that after you've gotten your airship or whatever it is, your means of travel, just go ahead and explore every fucking place
Right.
and root things out.
Mhm.
All right. I'm having a hard time believing that's going to be possible in an episodic format.
because
No.
well, if you're installing the game on your hard drive,
Even still.
Even
Because here's the thing. You
because
have,
you'll already have the data on your hard drive in order to make the explorations.
yeah, but
I do understand what you're saying,
the
though.
thing that makes it hard is if things end up being that big,
Mhm.
then it's going to be hard to even guarantee that you're going to have all the fucking episodes on one hard drive.
Right.
All right.
Mhm.
So
Because here's the thing. If you remember doing free roaming on Final Fantasy VII, that world map is huge.
It is.
This is not a small game.
Yeah. Right.
All right. By scale, it's probably one of the bigger RPGs that's been out.
mhm.
All right. And that's saying a lot of the later games that's come out. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I mean, it's not a No Man's Sky by any means, but it's pretty damn big in itself.
That's another game
All right.
I'm looking forward to. No Man's
Yeah.
Sky.
So I mean, having that been said, traveling on one disc, will you be able to go everywhere?
That's
And in
Yeah.
which case are certain places blocked off until the next episode comes out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
Or
Remains to be seen.
do they relock
that's
free mode when you get a new episode, then you have to go through that just to go back to free mode again.
yeah that's going to remain to be seen.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, that's not anything that I don't think anybody can sit there
Mm-hmm.
and
Give an answer to right now. No.
contemplate about.
Right.
That's another one of those wait and see type deals. I'm generally speaking, will I probably get a hold of it sooner or later? Yeah, because I'm an obsessive completionist that way. Just like
I can't talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's just one of those things to go ahead and try to keep in mind and contemplate for. All right.